Leadership, flashing with brilliance and excellence.
Light shine bright everywhere we go. Music for the people, making music for the people. Light shine bright everywhere we go. Light shine bright everywhere we go.
Leadership, impacting society with peace, love, and hope.
Everywhere we go. Music for the people, making music for the people.
Welcome to the James A. Hendricks School of Leadership. Hey, did you guys watch Tuesday night's vice presidential debate? Well, I didn't. It's not because I didn't want to, but I had a personal crisis of my own. But I've heard quite a bit about it. It seems that JD Vance slammed down Tim Waltz. And some little clips I saw, Tim Waltz, out of touch, keeps talking about the 2020 election. And I'm going to be honest with you, I'm sick of talking about it. I'm sick of everybody just talking about it. Because I think it's time for us to move forward. And they're just rehashing old crap from toilet paper wall that has fart bubbles on it. You guys gotta forgive me. I got a rather twisted, warped sense of humor. And to be honest with you, I feel like I need to do it in order to keep from getting angry about these issues. Now, Tim Waltz, I looked up his curriculum vitae. Looks like he had a couple of education in state institutions in universities in Minnesota, and also St. Mary's College. So he's good. But and of course, I heard a commentator on Newsmax saying that JD Vance should have gone more for the jugular about the stolen valor. He's already done that on the campaign trail. I really don't think political debates are meant to be some personal slugfest, okay? You can go after them in the campaign trails and the ads, but not in a debate for all to see. That's just my view, okay? Now, he thinks that he should have gone after that, using a case study to go after the situation with the border and also the issue with abortion. And can I be honest with you? That's overkill. Using and analyzing and using a case study to deal with a policy issue in a reactive way doesn't work. In fact, even though I'm still an advocate for basically what I said previously about the abuse of disabled people, I have to admit that little previous speech that I did on a podcast, I was kind of reactive. And it was because, well, let me be honest with you, love makes you do some crazy things. Well, this commentator said that JD Vance was so eloquent and, and handsome and all that stuff that if he wasn't married, his wife would have left him. Let me tell you something about JD Vance. He grew up in like almost like a lower middle class, poor hillbilly environment. I grew up in a rough and tumble oil field deal, but we went off and got ourselves a good education. And like him, he married somebody, with cultural differences. There's nothing wrong with that. And this dude saying that, if J.D. Vance was single, his wife would ditch him and go after J.D. Vance. Let me tell you something. Me, Princess, would not do that. No. we're in a dating process. We are probably going to be engaged in a couple of months. But she is crazy about me, and I am crazy about her, and that's how it starts. I think journalism has been dead for decades. And to be honest with you, I'm being a commentator that's a lot less reactive, but it's my critique of journalism, and it's about time. Now, isn't it something how at a rally, Liz Cheney and Dick Cheney share a stage with Kamala? Disgraceful. Now, I got Dick Cheney's education. He does have a Yale degree. Funny connection with the Bushes. Don't get me wrong, I loved the son better than the father, but it seems like the apples from the tree ain't as good anymore as they used to be. But let's look at the education of Liz Cheney. You would say, well, why? These are career politicians. And I have to agree with, back in 1994, I listened to a talk radio commentator, a Christian man by the name of Reverend Earl Jackson. And he said it was time for us to, stupid phone, to go back to a citizens legislature. And can I be honest with you? Yeah. We need to. Because these career politicians, they've gone off the deep end, and they become more, socialists. They become more socialists, even more Republicans. That's why I don't call myself a Republican. Let's look at her. Let's look at her education. If I can find it. I know she went to the University of Chicago Law School and Colorado College. Now, let's look at Colorado College. Let's find out what it is. You may say, well, Jimmy, why? Because I think we need to know. These are the people who were supposed to be the businessmen and the backbone of this country. But they've been corrupted. Think about it. They've been corrupted. So we know Liz Cheney is a lawyer, but she's a career politician. It's hypocrites. And they think they're going to, Kamala's campaigning, just like Joe Biden, that she's going to unite the country. Bill time, go back to school. Think again. Because I looked at some raw data, and I'm not sure what the source is. A lot of independents are preparing to vote red. And of course, this poll thing some YouTube commercial I saw. They're looking for more Democrats to come out. Of course they are. They want that map to be covered blue. And I know some conspiracy theorists are saying, well, the port closure, the strikes, that's the October surprise, and it's gonna swing it towards Kamala. No, I don't see how. Because she and Joe have betrayed the unions. They betrayed the common man. So I think it's time for the common man to put the businessman back in there. With the vice presidential candidate who knows about the struggles of the common man. Okay? So you tell me. We can unite this country. Just not under the banner of socialism. That's united by force. That's not what the founding fathers are. And that's why, even though I believe in a Republican form of government, and I do vote Republican in Texas because most of them in Texas hold to true conservative principles. And I know people in Congress, they like to, rattle their swords and blame this and then that. And, well, I have to be honest with you. I'm not playing that game. As they said back in the 80s when I was a kid, homie, don't play that. All right? Let's have us a little commercial. Maybe. We'll be back to discuss our topic, but first, a note from our sponsors. Hey guys, you ever worried about yours and your family's identities being stolen? I want you to check out something with you. I work with a company that works with the folks at ID Seal. They have a great plan to help keep your identity safe on your devices, locking and all that sort. Because there's a dark web, there's scammers, all kinds of things. So I'm advising everybody to be please careful. This is ID Seal. For more information, get with an ACN distributor near you. To all of you America haters, this is a stern warning. Get the hell out. It's the James A. Hendricks School of Leadership. Guys, I gotta tell you this. Journalism is dead. So I think it's for us common folk, political podcasters, to go out there and say what needs to be done. Because we have serious missing ingredients in politics, and I think it's because of all the sensationalism. Think about it. Journalists thrive on that. And maybe they've been away for centuries and for decades, maybe even centuries. I don't know. But I just know I studied journalism for 4 years. And to be honest with you, for 2.5, for 2, I questioned everything about them. Whether they can be trusted. And that's just my critique. Journalism is dead. Except talk radio. Of course, I don't think there's very many giants in talk. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love Sean Hannity and all that. But there needs to be a new generation of talk radio giants particularly us Generation Xers and millennials and Gen Zs that feel like they can step in and really give their opinion, because we can take this country back. We can take this country back. There's still hope. And I don't think very many people on talk radio are given hope. You know, we're just recycling the same old news. And I believe it's easy to want to look at the headlines and come up with your own opinion. But it's better for me to talk to people and see little snippets in here and there and find out for myself than just be consumed by the news. Okay? Because the news is part of the degenerate culture, and this is my stern warning, and you don't have to be a part of it. You don't have to be a part of it. Folks, we can save this country. We can take this country back, and I know it. I can feel it in my bones. Okay? Donald Trump, he's a businessman. Sure, he says stuff on social media and things about celebrities that I don't like. He says he hates Taylor Swift. Now, I don't like talking that much about celebrity because, well, the cult of celebrity just really disgusts me. I have to be honest with you. Okay? But growing up the way I did, you're not supposed to hate anybody. The Bible says so, and Mama says so. But I have to say this. I have a niece who is 17 years old, and when she was a little tyke, she just used to love to sit there and listen to Taylor Swift and Hannah Montana, and then it just seemed like everything was pure. Not anymore. It's slipped. Standards have slipped. Let's take this country back. And, you know, when I was a kid, I thought the cult of celebrity was cool. I was like, yeah, that's the way to power. That's the way to power. Do it. And that's how I was going to, back when I was a kid, that's how I was going to become the first one. I had all these crazy fantasies. Now, I'm considering running for politics maybe in the future, but I'll tell you this much. Most likely not. I think my calling is to be a podcaster and a speaker, to change the hearts and minds of people one at a time, and do it proactively. Okay? Because we got to get this right. If we keep going down the same course that we're going, and I'm asking everybody, okay? When it comes to news on either side, trust but verify. Hope you enjoy listening. Oh wait, not done yet. Now listen, guys, listen. I care about you guys, and I want to keep you well informed. I want to keep you proactively informed. Yes, get out there and get involved to the conservative cause. But it's also important to be committed. To be committed. And that's how you get there. Hope you enjoy watching. If you like what you hear, please subscribe, become a part of the James A. Hendricks School of Leadership. Wait. We can do this, guys. We can take this country back. We have this. We're in God's hands now. And we're a part of God's army. Now shine the light. Hope you enjoy listening to the James A. Hendricks School of Leadership. If you like what you hear, please subscribe, become a part of the James A. Hendricks School of Leadership classroom. This is JD Hendricks saying until next time, don't just sit there and take it. Build your dreams so you can take it. Do what others don't so you can be what others won't. And do what others won't so you can have what others can't. Choose, act, and pursue happiness. God bless you. Remember this from the bottom of my heart. Until next time, Keep up your hope and faith. Jesus saves. We'll all be okay. Remember this, from the bottom of my heart, Jimmy loves you. I really, really, really love you. God bless you. Please have a blessed day.